Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to FTL with me, Philadelphus. When we last left off, we just jumped into a pirate-controlled sector here, Sector 2, with our Kestrel, 4 brave crew members. So let's start jumping here, see where we end up. A small cruiser. Nothing personal, but you have some information we need. Well, I'm afraid you're not going to be getting it today. We've got another Artemis missile like we do, and an ion, which is not really of any benefit to them with a missile there, but we might be able, we'll probably take a little hit, but we think we can get through this possibly without using an Artemis missile of our own. See that, the ion by itself is no danger whatsoever. So we'll fire another burst laser there. Yeah, set that on fire. That'll keep them distracted. Ah, there we go. Fire just burned out their shields completely. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. You just tried to attack us without provocation. It's not feeling merciful today. Don't want you coming and attacking any other more helpless travelers in the future. Alright, the ship explodes. We made a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Excellent, excellent. There's a store. Alright, so we want to try and get as much scrap as we can before we hit the store. Sensors go wild was a nearby pulsar and a pirate. Pulsar pirates. Alright, so pulsars will randomly ionize various parts of your ship. Just gotta be careful of that. Let's hit there. Shields there, go for the weapons. Luckily they missed us with that. Alright, shields and medbay are ionized. That's not too bad. We've just got their weapons, thankfully. Trying to get their shields back up. Just take out their engine. Yeah, I don't think so. Pulsar pirates. Filthy pulsar pirates, dumb. Ow, I missed my sensors. I can't see anything now. Oh, well, down they go. There we go. I had pulse imminent. Jump. Jump to here. A small shuttle appears on the local radar. Rebel automated scout. Alright, they've got a beam drone. Okay, so they actually... if they take down our shields, that could be a bit of a problem. Ow. Okay, luckily we shot down that drone there, so that's not going to be a problem. Shields are down. If we get 3 shots... Actually, if I go for their piloting, if we get a lucky first shot, then they won't be able to dodge, and we'll take them out. There we go. More scrap. Alright, we're up to 133 here. It's probably good enough to visit the store now. Well-armed transport ship and a squadron of fighters on orbit nearby. Alright, what have we got here? Drone control, backup battery, hacking, chain ion, can be pretty powerful, firebomb, chain burst laser, that's pretty handy, battery charger, explosive replicator, shield charge booster. So this would be useful if we were going for a really strong missile-based, kind of a missile-based playstyle, because it basically, doubles your available missiles. That's interesting thought. I don't usually go for a very strong missile. I don't usually use missiles at all because of the, the fact that they, they're a limited commodity. If you run out of them, then you're out of missile weapon. But they are pretty handy against the right targets. So I really like this chain burst laser, which will have to buy another power to power. So we could switch up the Artemis missile here, swap to the burst laser, buy an extra power slot, and then we'd have quite a bit of laser fire actually. Or we could buy the explosive replicator. We could still buy the where'd it go? We could still buy the chain laser. We just have to wait a little bit longer to use it. It's not like we need it right this second either. With the explosive replicator and the slow pace I'm using these missiles, that could actually be worth it. I think I'll try it. Do something new. We'll still leave the Artemis as kind of the least, the first weapon to get knocked offline if the weapons get taken out, because it's still, I still consider it sort of the most expendable. Another unmanned combat ship. Alright. Yes, the missiles are super useful for piercing through shields like this. So, yeah, I think it's worth it. Okay, that was lucky timing there. Let's hit the Once our weapons are down, then this thing can't do anything to us. Shields are down, so they can't stop the lasers coming. And this will be a nice easy win for us. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of scrap material. Yep. Alright. Let's go down this way. Maybe see if we can find another store in the vicinity. Recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. You can buy Yeahs for 27. We only have 29. We don't really need another person at the moment. Especially just a human. Unless I want to put him on the shields, but I already bought Graffin specifically. I already hired, technically. I hired Graffin for that specifically. Let's just attack the slaver scum here. Oops. See if we can get any scrap out of them or something. Now they're going to get an Artemis shot off on us. Alright, didn't hit anything vital. That's good. Got their weapons down. Hit their engines. They aren't going anywhere. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. Yeah, I'll accept their offer, I suppose. We'll get Gracie, so we have extra power, which is always good. Stick her in the oxygen, so that our oxygen's always online. It's not quite as good. Maybe, how much experience does Graffin have? 15, that's not that much. Maybe I could put her in the shields, and I'll stick him on, I don't know, the doors or the sensors, one of the two. Both are fairly useful. But this way she'll provide power to the shields. So we actually are overstocked in power. If I could buy, I need 35 to buy another weapon slot, weapon energy slot there. Sensor picked up a refugee ship. Let's hail them. 2 missiles for 2 drone parts. Well, we aren't using drone parts at all, and we are using our missiles, so I'm going to politely decline that one. See how many more jumps we can get out of this sector. Black market here. Again, I don't really want to sell my missiles for scrap. I really want to use them for fighting. Captain of the ship claims he can provide services. Okay. Let's have him delay the rebels. So it's 12 scrap, and we get 2 free jumps, which should give us... Alright, well I guess it wasn't that much, but it's still something. Hopefully we can get more than 12 scrap in the next 2 jumps. They'll make it worth it. Okay. It's small research station on fire. We'll send our rock crew member in. Your rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. Disperses as much fire suppressant as possible, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Alright, those to fire under control. Scientists are able to help secure the station. Ooh, a shield charge booster. Okay, so that gives us a 15% shield recharge rate boost. That's very good. Let's upgrade this. And... Actually, I need one more. Let me buy one more. Wait. If I depower the... There we go. If I depower the Artemis, I can have the chain laser going as well. So that's good. As soon as you arrive, a small ship decloaks behind yours. But nothing particularly interesting happens. We'll jump onto here. So we did make more scrap out of that than we spent on the mercenary. Too close to a supergiant Class M star. Alright. Got some solar pirates here. Got our laser barrage ready, warmed up and ready to go. Swap those. Ooh, they've got a flat cannon and an ion stunner. That's not great. Luckily they only did 1 point of damage. Nope, there we go with the shields. That's good. Ion stunner's not going to do too much to us other than stunning poor Gracie there. Solar flare. Now we'll see if that fire suppression module... Oh wow, we just got set on fire in 4 places. Alright, got some scrap, and luckily, our fire suppression module is putting it out, hopefully. Slowly. Anytime. Anytime now. Alright, to the long-range beacon. Arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. Appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. We'll look for survivors. All around you is the stench of death and decay. Suddenly one of your crew bends over and starts retching violently. Some sort of disease must have wiped out the station. You pull back to the ship, but it looks like your crew member is not going to make it. Your crew member insists you leave them behind, not wanting to endanger the rest of the crew. Knowing the truth is, you hurry back to the ship. Bovie! No! Not Bovie! It was our engine man. No. Okay, this fire suppression thing is not especially fast, that's for sure. Just gonna let the fires die out a little bit. Maybe? Eventually? One of these days? Okay. Finally. There we go. Alright, I've only got 65 scrap. I don't really want to jump to the store. I could buy... Yeah, let's buy this, and then I'll depower the med bay, and we can have our Artemis online as well. And we can go ahead and jump to either Mantis Homeworlds or an Uncharted Nebula. And I generally don't like nebulae sectors, unless I've got a slug crew member on board, which I don't at the moment. So this time we are going to jump to the Mantis Homeworlds, I think. You've entered a poorly charted area of space that's known to be home to the Mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch and that you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Alright, well, that was kind of a short episode, but I think we'll call it here and pick it up again, going through the Mantis sector here. So yeah, I've been Philadelphus, hope you've been enjoying this series, and I will see you all in the next video.